căștile băgate în al meu. Nu mă lasă Antalai. Bate-ți căștile. Dai live-ul oprim și nu mai pornim după aia odată, da?
Orderul meu ai emoții, mă. Ai emoții. Ai emoții, mă, bani.
Test.
Test rod 1, test rod 2, test.
Da, am 2 minute să fie cum se aude tasul. Cum auzi pe tasul ăsta acum?
Test. IBIBO.
Hai că e delay-ul mare.
Eu zic că e ok. E ok.
So we are waiting for the IT guys to tell us when the live transmission. We have plenty of ID people. We have ID people. So first of all, before we start, a big thanks to all these guys with the black shirts. They are the organizers. So you make a lot of noise, that's good. We're gonna need the noise. The people who have not been in this tournament before, they should know that the final and after the goodbye party is the best memories you're gonna have from this tournament. So I will need your collaboration to help me present this final to the rest of the world. We will be live streaming on YouTube. You can also share the link through the IDM club link that we have. Very soon we will start the final. I want to say a couple of things that they are new this year on the final. The players, they are wearing a device, a wrist device, that shows their heart rate. So on the live streaming, they will see the names and the heart rate of the bowler. Something extra as information. Also another important thing, I want first of all to say a very big thank you to all the players that you came and you participated in this year's IBIBO tournament. We had a lot of newcomers and we had 166 participants from 17 countries. Some of you have been here from day one. I know some familiar faces from the very first year we started the tournament, which is 10 years ago. And I want to thank you once again for being here and supporting this event, because this event is organized by IDM for you guys. But this year we also had a lot of new players that they came for the very first time. So thank you very much. Because we had a lot of more players than what we expected, we are already discussing with the management of the tournament that next year we will increase the qualification number of players that are going to qualify. If we remain on this kind of participation, more than 160 players, starting from next year there will be 48 players that they will qualify to the next step. Zan, are we ready? Okay. So, I have the pleasure of presenting the finals for this year's IBIBO tournament. It is our 10th year. We have the 10 years anniversary. So it's very special for us, for all of you being here. The final has always been on this TV stage format. We have always had the guys from IDM Club organizing and trying every year to make something good for you. So a big noise for IDM Club, please, all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. They are, thank you. Perfect. So they have been working every year to bring something new for you. Every year we also have certain partners in this event, people that they have been working and companies that they are helping IDM bring this tournament together. We have as sponsors this year Carlsberg, who have been with us for many years. We had a new sponsor, B&B, that they provide us very nice watches for many of you. All the players that they have qualified, they all get a watch as a gift. Not just the prize fund you're gonna get, but you're gonna get a nice watch, which is on behalf of our 10th year anniversary. We also had Colina Motors, that they are the local distributors for Ford, that they provide us cars to transport you back and forth from the airport. We always try to host you in the best way. That's also part of our try to make this tournament nicer for you. We also have two companies from the bowling world helping. We have the group of Brunswick being with us starting this year again after 6-7 years of not being here. And we also have the CVC, this group, which I have the pleasure to represent, that we have also been helping since the beginning of the tournament. So thanks to our sponsors. And I go straight ahead to presenting the players for this year's event. We have 4 bowlers that only one had made it to the final before. We have 3 newcomers on this stage. We have a lady from Germany, Laura, that she's already waiting for the grand final. We have Alexandro from Italy, who has bowled a final many years ago, a semi-final actually. And the 3rd and the 4th position will go to a newcomer from France, Mr. Gaëtan Mouverou. Please stand up. So that's his first time in the tournament. He has been in the top 4. And I have the pleasure, last year we had the pleasure to have the first, actually not the first, the second Romanian bowler in the final. So far we had Catalin from Constanța many years ago playing for the semi-finals. Last year we had the local boy, Arbanas. Where's Arbanas? Bowling also the semi-finals. And another local boy that after many years, who has been on the top 8 but never made it to the final, Romeo. Romeo, please stand up. So, we will start the final against Romania and France, or Mr. Gagenoiu and Mr. Mouverou. Good luck to both of you. As soon as we are ready, we will start the first final. the winner of this game is going to bowl against Alexander Santu from Italy, who has been a position second in the step ladder. And then the winner of that match will bowl against Laura from Germany, who has also been her first time in the tournament.
Acum ăsta e oprit. Nu-l mai am pe internet.
Now you're on.
So welcome from Bucharest, Romania. We will watch the first game from the stepladder final from IBIBO tournament. We are celebrating this year the 10th anniversary of the tournament, and the first match we're gonna watch is against a French bowler, Gaëtan Mouberou, and a local champion, Mr. Romeo Gadzenoiu. I also have the pleasure of having with me one of the bowlers who have been participating for many years in this tournament and has also made to the final, the TV finals a couple of years ago. I have Mr. Vasilis Stefopoulos with me from Greece. Vasilis, welcome.
Hello everybody, have a nice game.
We are right now on the practice session of the event. Vasilis, how was the tournament this year for you?
Okay, let's start first of all about the most important thing, the pattern and the scores. So it was a low scoring tournament, very tough in the beginning, in the first or second game, and very tough at the end. It was very tough. It was too early And actually, in that top 4 players, we see the players with speed like Gaetan. We see a player with speed and side rotation like Romeo. We have one left-hander, and also the Italian guy, the Santo, that also he played with too much speed, and he plays very good at the last games. So it was actually tough.
Okay, so yes, it is true that the oil pattern that we have decided this year has been maybe one of the toughest oil patterns we presented in the tournament. I can personally take the credit for it, since my company. And let's see. We have a very nice audience. We have a chance later on to show you. We will switch the cameras to show you the audience in this final. So what I was saying earlier is that our company, CVC, this group that represents Kegel USA in Romania and the rest of the Balkans, has been responsible for several years now of providing the oil pattern. And one thing that's for sure is that every year the local host, the IDM club, has been asking us for a difficult pattern. So it is absolutely true, Vasilis, that the conditions that the 166 players from 17 countries have been bowling at are really have been really tough. Maybe tougher for the standards of bowling in this region.
Well, actually, Tassos, now about the game, I'm very, very anxious to see what balls they will use and in which line. I believe, and the both players, Gaetan and Romeo, will play somewhere around to the area 2.5 and fast, but I don't know which balls they will use. Gaetan in the first game always used one solid symmetric ball, but from the other way, Romeo used a pearl one. So let's see what they will use and who will be the winner.
Well, yes, we have seen Gaetan has a completely different game than Romeo. They have approached the lanes during the event differently. Another very interesting part in this year's final is the technology we have implemented. The technology that we have been using this year is something new. We have given special wristbands to the players that they are wearing on their wrist, and we can see the heart rate on display on the bottom left and right sides of your monitor. You could see the heart rate of Romeo at 104, 105 right now, or Gaetan on the other side, 81, 82. It will be very interesting to see how the bowler will react when he will step up on the lane to bowl.
Actually, it's normal that Romeo have more BPM than Gaetan, but let's see.
So we are ready to start the first semi-final.
For the right lane, Romeo. Actually, he did that. He did also in the past. He throw around the free arrow on the side, and after he used the one pair ball.
Yeah, we have seen that his opponent Gaetan has been attacking the lanes in a different way. So it will be interesting to see how this game is going to be played.
And he made the spare, so Romeo chose to play with skid and snap, and let's see what Gaetan he will do. He took the solid ball, symmetric one.
Gaetan has been using 900 global balls made out of San Antonio in Texas.
He chose to play more inside than Romeo, and he strikes. I think it's more easy to strike with that way, so the ball to read early the rain and to be smooth at the end. You want smooth backhand because the lanes here are very aggressive, they have too much friction, so it's more easy a little bit in the fresh to be early behind on the ball and let the ball to roll. So second shot for Gaetan from France.
Now, Vasilis, you have been bowling in this tournament since the second edition. I don't remember if you missed any of the events.
I missed the first one.
Yeah, the very first one was a very interesting event. We had Hall of Fame PBA player Brian Voss winning the first event, playing against another Greek legend, Dimitrios Karetsos, who is was a very popular bowler in this region, and actually in this particular event we have named the highest score award on his name.
And also Stu was there.
Yeah, Stuart Williams bowled the first event. There have been many players who have bowled this event in the past. As I said, this year we had 17 countries.
Now a bad shot from Romeo, 8.
An open frame.
8-1. Romeo now in the third shot, he changed the ball, he took the vapor zone, another pair ball, and he have the 7 pin. It was a little bit like pocket, but better choice for him.
Well, it's one thing that you bowl in your own bowling center, but that also gives definitely some pressure as well. Let's see what the answer from Gaetan will be. We also see the heart rate of Gaetan pumping up a little bit when he gets on the approach. The countries, the bowlers that they have been, we had the pleasure to host this year in our event. They came from Bulgaria, Cyprus, Denmark, France, Germany, Greece, Israel, Italy, Lithuania, Malta.
bad shot now from Gaetan. We see the problem of the pattern. It was a little bit. He left the shot at the left area of the lane, so he made a mistake, and the ball was in the head.
So that'll be an interesting semi-final for sure. We have always had very interesting games in this format. What I was talking about earlier about the countries that they have been participating in this event. Besides Malta and Norway, Romania, of course, we had 99 bowlers from Romania. The next largest participant country was 37 bowlers from Greece. And then all the rest of the countries, Spain, Turkey, Ukraine, they have always had like 4, 5, 6 bowlers each. A strike for Gaetan. .66 spins on the fourth frame from Gaetan. And let's see, 37 for Romeo right now on the third frame. He has a 9 and a spare.
Another bad shot from Romeo. 2-8-10. Now the ball did not read the lane, so never comes to the pocket.
Open frame for the local hero. While we will be watching the final, we also should talk a little bit of how these bowlers they made it to the final. The top 4 bowlers, they have to bowl 8 games on the previous stage. The top 16 bowlers. Now we hear the noise. So we heard the noise from the audience. We have a very nice crowd in this event. So what I was saying earlier is that the top 16 bowlers, they had to bowl 4 games. Then the total pinfall continued for the best 8. And then they bowled another 4 games without re-rolling.
Oh, what a messenger for Gaetan, but the 10 pin is there.
Now we have a nice view from the atmosphere and the audience for our tournament. Has always been a very nice stage, and that makes this tournament very different from other events in Europe. So let's see. Gaetan spares. .86 spins for Gaetan on the 5th frame with a spare. Gaetan, he's a 900 global sponsor player.
So we said before that the top 16 players played 4 games, and the top 8 passed to the final step 4, and the top 8 played 4 games, and let's see what they did. Laura, she was first, and he shot 253, 221, 173 and 229. On the other hand, Gaetan, He shots 242, 167, 199, 207. The Italian guy, Alessandro Santu, he shots 256, 198, 167 and 166. Romeo in the fourth place. Romeo did 205, 178, 232. But last game 148, but he made it. And in the fifth place was Nick Koufesis, the last year finalist of the IBIBO, and he made 202, 192, 182, 190. So he was close actually to make it for the second year in a row, but he missed the cut by around 20 pins. Then we have three players, two from Romania. Florin, he shot 191, 178, 208, 195.
I will interrupt you, Vasilis. We have another strike for Romeo that makes the audience happy. They all want to see their local bowler qualified to the next stage.
Also, we had one player from Greece, Yannis Tathatos. Actually, that guy won the tournament in the past, I think, 2 times. And he made 218, 191, 189, and a bad game, 121. He was close before the last game.
And we saw a beautiful strike from Gaetan that increased the difference on the score against Romeo.
And in the 8th place was Orlando David from Romania. He made 175, 190, 195, 158.
So Gaetan on the 8th frame. And he strikes.
He crossing the arrows at 18. He made the break point at 8, and actually that was a perfect shot for this pattern. And here we have the problem. If you lost the ball a little bit left, you will be in the head. If you lost it a little bit right, it will be was out.
Another split for Romeo. Let's see if he will convert the split. If he leaves an open frame, which he does, that's not good news for the local boy. Because Gaetan, he's an experienced bowler, although a young bowler, but experienced bowler. He has been bowling all around Europe. He has been also bowling in the USA lately. So, let's see. So, Vasilis, what did you think about this year's tournament? And generally, what is your opinion about this event, since you have been participating so many years?
Actually, first of all, I love this country. It's a very nice place. Bucharest, it's amazing. It's the Paris of Balkan. About the tournament, it's very nice. I am here every year. Actually, I want to play better in that tournament. That I play a little bit bad in the last 2 years, but I love to be here. I love the goodbye party. I love to meet my friends. Always here.
Yeah, you just mentioned the magic word. Everybody has been telling us the goodbye party in this event is one of the best in the world. So So that shows that the organizers, they don't only want to offer really fair and really tough sport patterns to the bowlers, but they also want to have them having a good time off the lanes. And the goodbye party will begin right after the finals and the award ceremony. So Vasilis, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, too. Have a nice semi-final.
And let me call another bowler to be with us and to help us commentating this event. And I will call the bowler who has been on the 5th place this year, and he did made it to the final and he won the 2nd place last year. So I would like to welcome Nikos Boufasis. Nikos, welcome.
Welcome to all. Hello.
Nikos, it's your 2nd time in a row in this event. Last year you made it to the final and you lost against Giorgos Stefanidis, another very good Greek bowler. This year you almost made it to the stepladder final. You have been on the 5th place, just a couple of pins away from 2nd in a row. What's your opinion?
The pattern was very tough for this year, so everybody deserved these places. I didn't make the cut for about 15 to 20 pins, so you needed more luck to strike and strike and strike again. So you need to strike more when you need to go to the top 4.
Well, yes, Vasilis has also been mentioning that the pattern this year has been very difficult. Let me let's see what Gaetan. So the last shot for Gaetan, he scores 211 for the first game in the stepladder final. He's the winner of this game, and he will proceed in the next game against Alexander Santu from Italy. Romeo made it to the final for the very first time. He's a very good bowler, but that was not enough. He converts the split and he makes the crowd happy. That's the best way to close the event for him. So let's see the last shot for Romeo. So we just watched the first game. Stepladder final. For this stepladder final. Romeo, congratulations. You made it to the final. Congrats. Has not been easy for anyone to make this stepladder final with the sport pattern we have chosen this year. So we will welcome the bowler from Italy, who's has been 2nd on the stepladder final, and he's gonna bowl against Gaetan Mouverou. Please, Alexander Santu, please come over. Congratulations for being here. Alexander has been the only bowler in this year's final who has bowled before in this stepladder. We have been commenting on the live streaming, and I want to thank you all for your participation. You are creating a very beautiful product on internet, and this is what we need to promote the sport of bowling. So keep doing what you just did. There is no Romania, there is France and Italy this time. So we will start very soon the second game. We are preparing for the second game. We're going to have a couple of minutes of practice for the bowlers. We're just waiting for the bowlers to warm up. The new bowler who's been on the stage is Alexander Santu from Italy. He's not a newcomer. He has bowled this event once before, and when he did bowl, he made it to the top 4, although he did not make it to the final. We see the heart rates of Alexander, 128, 126. Gaetano already being on the stage for a while, 82. Just to so we We're gonna have a couple of minutes of practice for both bowlers. The reason we are not putting music during practice this time is strictly YouTube rights. So if you want to make some noise for the bowlers, warm up for the bowlers. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. You're gonna have 5 minutes of practice. So we are waiting for the bowlers to start 5 minutes of practice for this event. What I was saying earlier, Alexander Santu from Italy has bowled this event before. Gaëtan Mouverou from France has been his first year in this event. Alexander, he's a well-known Italian bowler, sponsored by Storm, where Gaëtan has been sponsored by Nahane Global. Also Mint Sportswear is the sponsor of Gaëtan. And he has also been a special guest for the CVC select team for several years, has been bowling in our events together with our team. So, going back to our guest, Nikos Boufesis, tell us your opinion about this event.
You mean the game that they will play now?
Generally, the IBIBO tournament. It's your second year in a row that you bowl.
Okay.
Just a general impression about the event.
I think it's a great opportunity to come to Romania. It's a lovely place. The tournament is great for me. You have a restaurant, you have a swimming pool, and you can do whatever you like. Hotel is very close. It's about 5 minutes walking. So it's easy for a bowler to come to Romania and bowl as many days as he wants. Actually, the pattern is tough, but the place is great. Even if you don't bowl well, you can do other things.
Yes, has always everybody has been saying that Bucharest has been a very nice city. One of the things that we did this year is that we moved the tournament a week earlier, so the weather is still very nice. So this year's bowlers had a chance to go around the city, visit very nice attractions like the Parliament, who has been the second largest building in the world after the Pentagon. Some bowlers decided to go and visit the Dracula castle, a couple of hours out away from Bucharest. The IDM club, as you mentioned, Nikos, is a very nice establishment.
Yes.
It consists of 14 lanes on 2 different stages. Stage A, 6 lanes that we are bowling the final as we speak. And the stage B, which has another 4 lanes. In between, we have 40 pool tables, not just 1 or 2, but 40 pool tables, snooker table. We have saunas and swimming pools. It's one of the places that it's not a common place to host a bowling tournament. What do you think, Nikos? Do you agree?
Yes, of course. I already told you it's a very great place to be a bowler. not only play. It's a great place that you can enjoy yourself because you can do gym, you can do swimming, you can play bowling, you can play billiard, and also as a sports center, it's an excellent sports center that you can do whatever you need professionally or like fun. I expect to come next year, so I will enjoy more the facilities here than this year that I didn't do nothing almost. Went only to the swimming pool.
Now you bowled this final last year. You bowled first. What was your position last year? Were you fourth or third?
I think I was fourth.
So you were fourth. So you had to play 2 matches before you made it to the final. Do you remember the bowlers that you bowled against that?
Albanas.
So you bowled against a local 200 bowler, Alexander Albanas from Romania.
I think the guy from Moldavia.
Okay, and then you made it over to the final, and you bowled against George Stefanidis.
Yes.
And you lost.
And I lost. Because George is a great player. So he made a split at the end and he beat me.
Okay, so he converted the splits to be the winner of last year's tournament, and you have been on the second place. What do you think about this stage, the format of this step ladder? Also last year you were live on Romanian TV, but you did bowl on exactly the same stage that we are bowling today.
It's too crowded and you have to be very focused so you can bowl. People are... Actually, it's a free crowd, they can do whatever you like. So it's tough to stay focused for 3 games. I played 3 games in a row in a step ladder. It was very hard to stay focused with kids and all kind of stuff. But it's the rules of the game. You have to stay focused until the end.
Yes, this is true. Actually, last year we even had bowlers sitting on lane 1 and 6. That was even tougher. This year we decided the audience to only sit up to the foul line. So we are ready to start the second game of this year's step ladder final, and Alexander Santu from Italy will bowl the first ball on lane 4. And that's a strike. How important, Nikos, is if you begin a final or a semi-final and you have a strike on your first string?
I think you feel more confidence for making a first strike when you have a final, because it's almost a final. It's 1 match and it's over, you go home. So you need to be calm and stay focused. It's very helpful to strike the first game, the first throw of the tournament. When you play 1 game match, it's all bowling balls is count. I mean, every frame it counts. So it's very difficult to stay focused and stay calm. So let the ball roll and hit your target. I think it will be very close match. Who hits his target most, it will be the winner. They try to play almost inside from the first of the beginning, so the end of the pattern is almost flat over there. So if you miss left or right, the bowling ball do different things. So you have to be very accurate with your speed and your target.
Yes, this is something that also Vasilis Stefopoulos mentioned that earlier. You bowled both events last year and this year. Was the oil pattern different? Was more difficult or less difficult this year?
This year was more flat and had very different reaction when they went to the dry position of the lane. Actually, they had very strong, straight forward in the first until the arrows, and then the ball goes very snappy, so you have to control your hand to bowl well. Otherwise, the ball will flip all over around all the bowling. It was very easy to make 140, and it was very easy to make 250. Actually, we saw it each other. We had a lot of players made a very big game 250, and after in the same lane, made 160.
Yes, this is true. The scores were not high. I won't say the scores were low, but the scores were not high on this tournament.
Yes, but big games happens.
Yes, true. So we had bowlers bowling 260 or 250, but the same bowler was very easy to bowl 140. Am I right?
Correct.
So we have some noise in the house, and that's for Alexander Santu, who has 2 in a row. 30 pins for Alexander over the 2 in a row, and 28 pins for Gaetan with a spare.
And you can see how the heart rate went down from 135 to 110. Now he's he's better. He's feeling better with himself.
Yes, and we do want your opinion, Nico, since besides a very good bowler, you are a well-known coach. You are a 3-level ETBF coach, and you have also been coaching people for how many years now?
About 20.
20 years. So we have 3 in a row for Alexander.
He's starting to feel better. Actually, I had the national teams in 14 to 16 in Greece. So it's a different type of view, for my opinion, this game. This game seems to be very easy for Santu, but believe me, it's not easy. He's so accurate right now that he can strike any shot.
So they have not been really lucky strikes for Santu in this tournament.
No. From the start, it's very hard to have a lucky strike. It's easier to have a split or a bad shot like now that Gaetan did and make 7, because it's hard when the bowling ball don't exit correct from the lane pattern.
So we had another spare for Gaetan. He's still on the game, but no strike yet. You do need to strike if you bowl against Alexander, who has been performing really well, and he had a very steady game throughout the event.
And you see the pressure how it's going higher to Gaetan from 85 to 120 now.
But the interesting thing is that even Santu is sitting down.
No.
His heart rate is 135. How do you explain that?
Oh, it depends on how he feels. I mean, if he struggles with his brain, the heart attack can go very high.
So the first strike for Gaetan. 65 pins on the 4th frame. He has 60 pins on the 3rd frame, 3 in a row for Alexander. So Nikos, thank you very much for being with us tonight. I hope we're going to see you again in the next year's IBIBO tournament.
I hope so too. I want to come.
Okay, you are more than welcome. Like everyone who has been hearing us right now on live, you are more than welcome to come and participate in this beautiful event.
Thank you. Thank you all.
So we had 4 in a row for Alexander, and I would like to invite another guest right now next to us. He's a bowler that you have just watched a couple of minutes ago, bowling and competing and trying to be on the final. So I would like to welcome Romeo.
Hello, welcome.
Romeo, thank you for being here with us. It's very important for us to hear your opinion about this event. First of all, congratulations that you made it to the final. I know very well that it's not easy to be on this top 4. And how many years now you have been bowling this event?
10 years.
10 years. You have been bowling since the beginning.
Yeah, I miss one time when I go to the Kubica IMF.
So you had to compete in the Kubica IMF World Cup.
Yes.
We had an 8 spare for Alexander. Romeo, besides this event, which should be your most favorite one since you made it to the final, which other year you remember as one of your favorite events?
When I finished 5th place.
So when you were 5th place, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
5th place.
We just finished talking with Nikos Boufisis that he had bowled this event for 2 years in a row. Last year he was 2nd. This year he was 5th. So you know the feeling, right?
Yes, I know. It's not good feeling.
Let's see. So we have a lot of noise for the audience, and that's for Gaëtan Mouverou from France. That he had the 2nd in a row. So who you think is going to win this match, Romeo?
Now it's
We are already on the 5th frame, so
Alessandro is the favorite because he have a 4 in a row. That nobody know.
so
The
if
bowling
I
is strange games.
so if I wanted to ask you before the game starts, who would you bet on?
for Gaetan and Gaetan is
For
my
Gaetan,
favorite
right?
because
How come? Why?
he play very good. Play very good.
So before, some people said that the way Gaetan has been bowling, his physical game and his release have been maybe the most favorite for this event. It's very interesting to see the heart rate of Alexander Santo being 140, while Gaetan preparing to, hoping to spare, he's only have 80, almost 90. And he spares. So what do you want to say to the people who are listening to us, Romeo? You have been a local bowler. You know the IDM club, it's your local club.
Yes.
And you know this tournament since the beginning.
Yes.
What do you recommend to the people who have not been here before?
To coming to this tournament because it's the very nice.
Whoa, 156.
And it's very
For Santu.
experienced. Yes. And very good experience for the player Romanian in this tournament because many bowlers, good bowlers. For example, Gaetan is finished the European Man Champion, I think 3 place or 4 place, something like this.
And the interesting thing that we just saw was that although Alexander Santu has been performing really well the first frames, he stand up to bowl. His heart rates were 140, and he had a split. So
Now we have 156.
Nikos Boufis said the mental game is very important, and sometimes the heart rate will also change based on the thinking of the bowler at when you are up on the stage. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
So you have bowled many events and you have performed really well this year.
Yes.
What about your feeling for the stage here? We have a different stage than some other tournaments. We have a TV stage format.
For me, it's the same right now. I have a good experience in the tournament. I don't have emotion. It's normal for me. You need to play, practice a lot. It's the same like practice. You need to play. You play good, it's okay. You don't play good, this is bowling.
Okay. So we just experienced another strike from Alexander, and now it's a turn for Gaetan to answer. We are on the 6th frame for Gaetan. He has 114 and a spare, where Alexander Santu 144 on the 7th frame. Let's see.
I want to see for the people in Romania something. I want to speak in Romanian for people in Romania. Vă mulțumesc mult pentru susținere, celor care m-ați susținut, tuturor jucătorilor care au participat. Vă așteptăm și la anul și hai România. Vă mulțumesc.
So you spoke Romanian
Yes.
on our English YouTube channel, so you must translate what you just said, Roma.
Yes. I want to thank the Romanian people who use this sign for me, and also who play, Romanian player, because it's good tournament and good experience for him. Thank you so much, and waiting the next year.
Yes, we have all already starting thinking the next year's event. But first, definitely we need to see who's going to win this year's event, and won't be easy to predict the winner because we have 2 in a row for Gaetan, and let's see what Alexander Santu. He's on the 8th frame with 144 pins and a strike, where Gaetan, 8th frame, 2nd in a row, 154. He's using an idle pearl, if I'm not wrong.
It's a nice game.
The balls that Alexander has chosen to use in this game were the idle pearl and the promotion, but he has been using the idle pearl most of the time. Which balls did you use, Roma, in your game?
I'm in the Brunswick staff. Thank you for asking me. I want to thank for Bill Hartophilis, the Brunswick boss in the European. I use the Vapor Zone and also the Tenacity Grid.
All right. And I'm not quite sure what Gaetan used against you on the game, but he's a 9 at global stuff.
Yeah, he's a Colombian.
That's a 9 for Alexander.
The game is not finished.
And what about the Laura, the bowler from Germany that she came over for the very first time, and she made it to the final.
It play amazing, and also it has have a handicap 8 pins and they play amazing, good bowler.
So handicap definitely helps the female bowlers, but you also need to be very good bowler.
Yes,
to win.
And also it's help us because he's lefty, In top 8 is only lefty player.
So she has been the only lefty player
Yes.
and the only woman, if I'm not wrong,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
Whoa. Instead of a split, Gaetan managed to have 9 pins.
Very nice. It's possible to have a tie for this.
Why not? There was a couple of years ago. If I remember, a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, we had a tie on the final where we had 2 Swedish bowlers
Yes.
bowling the final.
And this tournament I don't see here.
That was a
because
tournament that you missed, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was a nice tournament. That finally Matthias Wettenberg from Sweden won, but we had a roll-off. Actually, we had 2 roll-offs at the final to get the winner. Let's see what's going to happen this evening against Gaetan from France and Alexandre from Italy.
And he's very good player, Gaetan. I don't know, in the European Champion finished 3 place or 4 place, I think.
Yeah, he was in the definitely in the top 5, but I don't remember the place he won. So we have 203 for Gaetan on the 10th frame. And,
This shot is very important.
and the heart rates are not pumping up too much.
36.
And he gets a strike.
Gaetan right now he throw the strike. He obligate to Alessandro give the strike first shot.
And we can definitely see the pulses, 135 for Santu and 90 or 100 for Gaetan. That's absolutely true what you just said, Romeo. What do you think about this technology that we implemented for the first time in this year's event?
It's very nice. After I going home, I watching how many reps I have.
Heart rates you have during the game, huh?
Yes, yes. It's very nice.
Let's see.
I see.
Last shot for Gaetan. And he strikes out.
Now it's obligate to Alessandro to give the strike the last shot. He don't give the strike, he lose the game. Gaetan win. It's very important this shot. You see the 144, yeah. I see this system, this technology in IDM billiard tournament, very good tournament.
Let's see, 10th frame for Alexander Santu.
And he lose.
And that's a 9.
Gaetan win.
So, Romeo, thank you very much for being with us. Congratulations once again at the 4th place, and I will see you at the Pontium.
Yes, thank you very much.
And the goodbye party, of course.
Yes, thank you very much. Mulțumesc frumos tuturor românilor. Mulțumesc.
So, a very nice audience in this event.
1-2.
So Gaëtan Mouverou from France moves on the final, and it's time to welcome the bowler who has been leading the event on the previous stage. And she's a lady, she's first time in the event, and she's a lefty. Laura Beutner, please come over. Welcome. So, what a great experience being in an event for the very first time, and you made it straight to the final. What do you think?
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Okay, let's see how cool the final is going to be. Okay. We are preparing for the final match for this year's IBIBO tournament. As we said, it's the 10th year that this one taking place in IDM Club here in beautiful Bucharest. For those who have just turned on and they're watching live the final match, we are going to see a match against Gaëtan Mouverou from France and a lady from Germany, Laura Beutner. The interesting thing is that both players, they came here for the very first time, and both they are competing for the great first place. But I would like to welcome another guest who has not been a newcomer definitely in this event. He has bowled many events. He has actually won the last year's IBIBO tournament, and he's one of the best bowlers in the region. Giorgos Stefanidis, welcome.
Thank you, Tassos, and thank you everyone that they are here for the live streaming and they're gonna watch a beautiful final.
So, George, you won the tournament last year.
Yes, right. I won the.
You beat Nikos Boufesis.
Yes, a good friend of mine.
Yes, we had the pleasure to chat with him a couple of minutes ago.
Yes.
And you have also made it to the top 4 final. How many times before? Once before or more?
In the final, I think.
In the top 4 in the TV stage.
I was 2 times. Yeah, right. 2 times. 1 year, 1 time before 1 year, and then before 4 years.
So you already had the experience of this TV stage, let's say, format last year and a couple of years ago.
Exactly.
What was your place 4 years ago?
I was third.
So you were
Yes,
third.
I was third. I lost against Paul Moore.
All right, so that was a year that who did you beat then?
Yeah, right. So I have forgotten already this time.
Who did you win? Who did you win in order to get the third place?
The winner was a lady from Sweden. It was Jolene Planeforms.
Okay, so Jolene was
Yes.
that was a year that Jolene won the tournament,
Right.
and Paul Moore was second. You were third,
Right.
and who was fourth, George?
Was-
Who did you win? That's not important for you anymore, right?
Details.
Okay.
Details.
Small details. All right. So going back to this year's event,
Yes.
you did not, although you were in the top 8,
Right.
you did not made it to the top 4.
No,
So how come?
unfortunately. I didn't play that good. I started very good. Make a good game at the start, but then very low second or third game makes me be out of the top 8. The score were not very high, but I didn't make it. I didn't have good choices, ball choices and line choices. So
So as all the previous bowlers who I interviewed earlier, they all talked about a really tough oil pattern. Is that correct or not?
right.
What
as
do you think?
Every year, the pattern here every year is very tough. The situations are really difficult, and that's why the score base is very low. And everyone must be very careful about the decision of the ball, what ball we would choose to play, with what surface, what changes must make on the game, and that makes the tournament very interesting every year, because nobody knows what's going on in the lane and who's going to win. Now we see a very talented lefty woman from Germany and a very good player from France, so the final will be very interesting. Now they're practicing, and I'm gonna see a really, really nice final. We see Gaetan now. He's trying a deep line. Yeah, they're ready. Let's see the final. Enjoy, everyone.
So we are ready to start the final. Both players, please come over. Once again, thank you very much for your participation. Gaetan, you're smiling. Why are you smiling? Wait until you bowl, my friend. So you at least you try to enjoy yourself before. Okay, that's a good strategy. Okay, so once again, thank you very much for being here. We are ready to experience the last game for this year. We're expecting all of you being here, back here, especially you that you've been complaining in all the tournament about the oil pattern. So we are actually waiting for you next year. And before you go, remember, as soon as we finish and we have the award ceremony, a great goodbye party is waiting for you right over there, right next door. So good luck, guys. May the best win, and let's see. Thank you. So George, we're gonna see the final match. You have been on this stage pretty much like Gaetan. You bowled 3 games last year.
No, it's wrong. I was first on the step ladder, so I bowled only 1 game against my good friend Nikos. So I was in the place of Laura Tassos.
Yes, but what I was saying earlier is that last year, you did qualify first.
Right,
At,
yes.
oh yes,
Thank
you
you,
did
thank
qualify first at the step ladder final, so you're pretty much experiencing what Laura Beutner will do tonight. So before we start the game, who you think is going to win?
Good question. I have no idea. It's a clue. We'll see. Both are very good bowlers.
Well, I do want an answer. I
You
don't
want an
want
answer,
a
okay.
diplomatic answer. I just want to choose a
think-
winner.
I think Gaetan will win.
Why?
He has bowled already 2 games. He has done already a line on the lane. He knows what's going on the lane, and he's on the mood more than Laura, I think.
Well, you never know. You were the one that you bowled just 1 game last year, and you won the event. So let's see.
Okay, let's see.
So we had 9 spare for Laura for the first frame.
Right. And now let's see Gaetan, what he will choose now. Which line? He came deeper on the lane. He changed the ball? Or no? No, he didn't.
Gaetan is using the same bowling ball throughout the final. As we said, he's a 900 global staff. And Laura, if I'm not wrong, she's using Storm bowling balls.
Gaetan using a solid symmetrical ball from 900 global.
That's true, and if I'm not wrong, Laura is using the promotion from Storm.
Storm, yes, exactly.
So we have 2 strikes for Gaetan, and a nice heartbeat from Gaetan, 135.
Oh god, I thought it was
Where
very
Laura,
nice.
she seems to be relaxed
She's cool.
and maybe
Really?
focused.
Oh, 93, 92, 91, 89.
So that's the answer. That's the answer from Laura. She doesn't seem to have mental game issues here. So we see. So France against Germany, and the German lady here, she seems to be like a cold killer.
Yeah.
But let's see. So you bet on Gaetan. You bet on Gaetan. I will bet on Laura. Let's see.
Okay, who's
So-
gonna win?
Yes, just for the sake of betting.
Okay.
I want to remind you that Laura, she has an 8 pins handicap. So that will that will play a critical role in case we go on a tie match. So spare, strike and spare, 9 spare for Laura on the 3rd frame. And let's see what Gaetan will do. He had 2 in a row in the first 2. So, George, what was the choices of bowling balls you used in order to make it to the final stages of this tough pattern?
Okay, the qualification. Beautiful shot. So at the qualifications, I bowled with my favorite bowling ball. This is the Akichur from Storm. This is the ball that I chose, and I made the best score with it. I also bowled with the new Idol Pro from Rotogrip. And for the final, I bowled with IQ also, with Idol Pro and the High Road. Those were my choices for my whole tournament. Amazing balls, 2 solid and 1 hybrid ball. And here I want to say a big thank you to you, Tassos, for sponsoring me since 2009 and being on this team, the CVCD Select team, since then. And thank you for everything.
All right, George, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for commenting, and good luck to you in the next events. Which event are you going to bowl next?
This is the Sofia International Open. That's hosting in Sofia on this beautiful center that you have built, Tassos, right?
Yes, we did. This 20 lanes center in Sofia. It's a beautiful venue, and
one of the most beautiful bowlings.
Yeah, and we are happy to co-organize this event in Bulgaria, as we do here with the IBIBO.
Yes.
So thank you very much, George.
Thank you, Tassos.
And we have a 7-10 split for Laura. This is what you don't want to see on a grand final. And here it is, 7-10 split. And I will ask the opinion of the next guest, who is very well known since he just bowled. He will be on the podium on the 3rd place of this event. Alexander Santu, welcome on board.
Thank you. I finished to play now.
So, Alexander, it is your 2nd time you bowl this event, or 3 times? How many times you have been here in Bucharest to bowl?
This is my 2nd time. The first time in 2017, 4th place. I've lost the first game of Step Leader versus Paul Moore.
Okay, so that was the year. That was the year that George Stefanidis was also on the event. And so you bowled 2 times in this tournament, and both times you made it to the final. Very good. Congratulations for that. How did you find the tournament this year comparing to 2017 that you have been here? For example, how was the oil pattern this year? How was the oil pattern in this event?
This event, for me this year it's very hard, the pattern, because it's 39 feet. This heavy lane per lane have very good friction and reaction, maybe 2, and the lane change every time. Only you can shut free frame, okay, and after there is a new transition insider.
So there has always been, you had to move all the time. As the rest of the bowlers said, you had to be very precise. You had to control your speed. And which bowling balls did you use in this event, Alexander?
I play all my 6 ball in the arsenal for this tournament. In the fresh with the first game, but the second with the promotion by Storm, Pitch Black, Idol Pearl, Iron Pearl, Fade 2. I don't have used it because it's too strong for this lane pattern. The best is for this pattern for me it's Idol Pro.
Okay, so we see that Gaetan has just had an open frame. That's gonna be bad news for him if he doesn't correct the next frame. I want to remind you that Paula has a 8 pins handicap. and he does strikes. We also see the heart rates of the bowlers in this event. What do you think about this idea?
It's very, very beautiful. It's a new idea, and this is first time that I looking this. Very good for depression. You know the player better.
Yes, well, as we all agree, bowling is a very challenging sport. People who do not know how challenging it is, besides the technical part, the approach, the movement on the lanes, the choices of different bowling balls, the mental game is very important. And we did implement this technology to show some of the things that are happening to the bowler that we cannot really see. So the heart rate is an indication, like now, Gaetan with 143 pulses, where Laura, who's bowling, is just 118, and she spares. So Alexander, I want to ask you, since you came already 2 times in this event, did you like both times the event? Did you ever have the chance to stay for the goodbye party, which everybody says that it's really nice after the event?
Yes. But for me, this is a very beautiful tournament because it's a perfect organization for the final. I think after Ballmaster, it's the only with the TV final. I think. Okay. It's the Romanian staff. It's very, very amazing in the lane, in the bowling, in the bar staff. CVC, this organization, it's very amazing because stay every time talking, speaking with all players for this tournament.
Thank you very much, Alexander. Let's see what Paula will do. She will spare. So we have 113 pins, including the handicap for Laura on a 7th frame, and 115 pins on the 6th frame with a strike for Gaetan. So if he strikes now, that will be a very big step for him. And that's a split. So we had a split for Laura earlier, that was a 7-10 split. And now another split for Gaetan. This is definitely what he didn't want to have. And that makes things more exciting. So an open frame for Gaetan as well. So Alexander, you are definitely from Italy as far as I know. Which city are you living at?
I'm living in Torino. I am born in Sardinia and I'm living in Torino when I train.
Oh, so you're a South Italian living up north. That's very interesting. Okay. So while we are watching Gaetan performing another strike, I would like to thank Alexander Santiu for being with us and sharing his opinion. Alexander, once again, congratulations for winning the 3rd place in this event, and we will see you at the Pontium and at the goodbye party right after. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What a strike! This is exactly what Laura needed, and the audience enjoys the moment. We are reaching the 9th frame of the final match of the 10th year IBIBO event. Laura Beutner from Germany, 133 pins with a strike. and Gaëtan Mouverou from France with 143 on the 8th frame. So let's see what Laura is going to do on the 9th frame. And that's a split. Eight pins for Laura, her second split in this game. She almost made it, but that's an open frame. 0 pins, so eight pins only on the 9th frame for Laura. She remains on 149 pins, and Gaëtan, who's gonna ball now his 9th frame, and he has already a strike on the 8th frame. He needs a nice score to win this event. And he makes it. He has a strike. So 2 in a row and 163 pins for Gaëtan. And he's gonna ball now his 10th frame. This is where we're gonna watch the final shots from both Gaëtan and Laura. Right after, we're gonna have some interviews. Stay with us because we're gonna interview bowlers. Listen to the crowd. So last shot for Gaëtan in this event, the winner of the 10th IBIBO event. The audience gets excited. A nice strike for Laura to say goodbye to her audience. The audience has enjoyed the event. Another strike for Laura. She wants to say goodbye to the people with a nice performance. After all, she has been leading the step ladder. So 212 for Gaëtan. And 178 for Laura, who has been placed second in this event. The final has not finished yet. So we have a winner. Gaëtan Mouverou from France, the winner for this year's final. We will prepare the stage. We will prepare the stage for the award ceremony. while we are preparing the stage and we are also getting ready for the goodbye party, we're going to have interviews and photographs with people here over on the pontoon. So I will call people coming over. We want to listen your opinion about this event. And I will definitely, I'm going to start with one of the most beautiful and craziest Greek bowlers of all times, Mr. Vangelis Chrysinis. Please come over. So Vangelis. So we will have a dual. Oh, Vangelis, the girls are coming for you. So Vangelis, he came on stage, and the girls from Carlsberg, they are here for us. What beautiful news. Gaetan, they are for you or for Vangelis here?
Vangelis. I already have a girlfriend.
All right, so Gaetan, how do you feel?
I feel pretty happy. I just would like to thank all of you guys. It's been amazing to be on the lane with you cheering. That was so good. That was a good time. Thank you, everyone. And I feel good, finally.
Okay, but we are here to listen to Vangelis, actually.
Okay, I'm leaving.
So that was your first time, Vangelis, right?
Yep.
So we have a lot of newcomers that they came over for the very first time. So you are part of the Glyfada ACI team, Europe team. All right. So congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel about this event?
It's a great event. You have a beautiful environment. The atmosphere is very nice. Also, the pattern is difficult this year from the last years that I know from the other guys that play the last years over there. Probably I will be here next year stronger. Probably Gaetan, he will defend his title over there. So we'll see.
Okay, so just for your information, the pattern has always been difficult, so that's not a good excuse for you right now. But if you are a challenging guy and you want to challenge yourself next year, we're waiting for you here.
Okay, I will be here.
Okay, then we have an appointment for next year. So there's not one guy, but two guys from Spain that I want to call over. Oh, yes, come over. The girls are waiting for you. Just a picture. Come with you. I said two guys. I did not say one guy. So let's change the format. The girls, we need you here. Here. And one there. Yes, that's the right way. Because when was your first time in IBIBO?
I think 8 years ago, or 9 years ago.
I remember, it was 9 years ago. So these guys, they have been coming over and bowling the event for since 9 years now, since the second edition. Yeah, I remember you and Brian Voss having fun somewhere, not on the lanes. But okay. So thank you very much for coming. I know you don't want to talk, but the girls want to have a picture with you. Okay. So Vali, we had a picture with them. Okay. Thank you very much, Spain. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. And so Gaetan wants to stay here. He wants to be in all the pictures. So he said, keep me here. The next group of people which I want to welcome on board is not just one, but several guys with their girlfriends. And because this is what bowling is all about. It's not just playing a tournament. It's about socializing, making friends, have fun. So we had the pleasure of having a nice group from Cyprus in our event. So I want to call the Cypriot bowlers come over. Yes. Yeah, I said the Cypriot bowlers and their girlfriends. Please. So we never took a picture during the event, so I call you over here to have a picture.
Very nice.
Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So I want to ask something to George, but I know that his wife is the boss, so I won't talk to you, but to Nadia.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yes, we change places now.
Okay. Because if you say I'm trying to protect you, because if you say the wrong thing, you are in trouble.
I will not have a party later on.
Oh, the party will be there, don't worry. So, Nadia, is your second time, if I remember right?
Second time, yeah.
Are you planning to be back?
Of course I will.
Why?
Because I love this tournament.
Okay. And you're gonna let George dance at the goodbye party tonight?
Of course, and I will join.
You're gonna join him in dancing?
Enjoy, I will always enjoy.
Okay, so you're gonna let him also party with the girls at the...
I will let him to party with the girls and then I cut his head later.
Okay, all right. Okay. So guys from Paphos and which other city of Cyprus? Paphos only. And we have, where's Kostas from Limassol? He's not here. Okay. So thank you very much, Cyprus. Thank you for being with us, and we are expecting you next year. So I'm not here taking pictures with the girls. I'm here to welcome people. So we have England for the very first time in our event. We have Denmark for several times in our event, and some complaining guys for the very first time. So if you want to come over, you're more than welcome and have a picture with us. So actually that's one of the Desperado Kings. Yeah, you made it through Desperado. Congratulations. I don't think they need me, they want the girls. So thank you for being here. Do you want to say something?
I will be back for sure.
I will be back. Okay, this is what I want to hear. I will be back. Okay.
Well, I'd like to thank Alex Arbanes for inviting me here. We met last year in Sofia, so thank you for that. And I fully intend to come back. Thank you.
Yeah, this is what bowling is all about. We go in one event, we meet people, we invite them in other events, and that's the pleasure I also have of being participating in events. Thank you. Thank you very much. There were also some other guys that I met in Sofia last summer in the Balkan Challenge that we organize, and they did pretty well in that event, and they came over here. I don't think they did so well in this event. I want to call You can sit anywhere you like. You choose your place. Let's see. Great. So we only met last June, right? Yeah. Right? Okay, and you won the Balkan Challenge. Yeah. Oh my God, you won it. What did you do? And here, what did you do?
Play but not win.
Okay, all right. Okay, at least you have a nice picture with the girls. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. Okay, so we are getting ready for the award ceremony. No? Yes? Not yet? Who wants to say something? Nobody wants to say something? You all want to sit here and listen to me? No. So I want to call some people from Greece to come here. Because this year, for one of the first times, we had a lot of people from Greece. We had 35 every year. They are the second largest participant country in this event. So I would like to call all the bowlers who are from Greece to come over and have a picture with us. All the Greek bowlers, please come over. All the Greek bowlers. We have guys from island of Rhodos, from the island of Kos. We had guys from Athens. We had guys from different places. We would like to have a picture with the Greek people. Well, where are the rest of the guys? Κύριε Δασκαλάκη, ελάτε μαζί μας. So we are missing some Greeks, but it's okay. We can have a nice picture. Ελάτε, κύριε Δασκαλάκη. So you can excuse me, I will say something in Greek, which is my native language. Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ που ήρθατε. Να είστε καλά και ελπίζω να σας ξαναδούμε του χρόνου. So thank you very much for being here with us and supporting this event. And this is where I want to invite the Romanian bowlers. Whoever is from Romania and he's here, I would like to come over and I would like to have a nice picture with all of you. Victor, come up. Come up. The Romanian bowlers are the heart of this event. We had 99 bowlers participating from Romania, 36 bowlers from Greece. We had in total 166 players, and we had 17 countries. The Romanian bowling has been totally improved the last 10 years, and you have been doing a very, very good job in practicing. Okay, here we come. So since you are here, wait. See, it's not easy to get you back. So since you are here, why don't we bring everybody on stage to have a picture? I want to welcome a beautiful lady from Russia, Ksenia. She came in, she shot whatever she shot, 13 something. So everybody has been talking about her beauty and how good a bowler she is. So I would like the rest of the people to come for one last picture. Philip, έλα πάνω. Έλα. No. One last picture. Who wants to be on the picture? I will not be on the picture. They will be on the picture. So we are almost ready for the awards ceremony. This year it takes a little bit of more time because we have some special gifts for all the bowlers who qualified. So as we said, for this year's edition, which we have the 10th year edition, all the bowlers who qualified from the qualification stage, they're gonna receive a very beautiful watch. It's you will see, you're gonna get your present and you're gonna see it's not a simple watch, a very nice watch for you to remember the tournament that you participated for our 10th year. So we have a little bit of logistic here to get organized. And right after the award ceremony, for the people who have been here for the very first time, the most nice experience that people have besides bowling is partying. And I guarantee to you, I have been involved in different tournaments, but the goodbye party that IDM organized here, it's really beautiful. You are all welcome at the goodbye party. We're gonna have free food, drinks, dancing later on. And this is where we have to thank our girls from Carlsberg for providing us nice girls and drinks for the party. Once again, to thank the sponsors that we had in this event. B&B Shop that provide us these beautiful watches. Colina Motor that provides the cars to transport you back and forth to the airport. We also had, besides Carlsberg, as we said at the beginning of the tournament, we had the two bowling companies, the group of Brunswick and CVC, this group of helping and supporting the event. So thank you very much. There's a lot of watches there, so the party will start a little bit later, whoever wants to make the noise. There is one last picture that I definitely would like to have on our books. And I know they are busy, but Alex, come over please to help me out. Yes, you, Alex. So I want to thank a lot this tall guy here, because he has mostly been for more of the international bowlers. He has been the person who has been taking care of you, arranging the transport from the airport to the airport, your hotels, He's working really hard for you. Whoever does not know the face, thank you very much for your cooperation.
Thank you, Tassos, for the good word. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for everybody playing very good bowling, being happy, and I really wish to see you again next year.
Well, let's say if they don't come next year, they don't have free transfer and whatever, you know, to the guys. Unless they sign now, we don't get them free transport.
Yes, it's a good idea. So if you sign now for the next year tournament, you are going to have free of charge transport from the airport back and forth. So it's a one-time deal.
Yeah, we do that every year, so that's not something new. Okay. We wanted some discount or something, but it's okay. I will talk with another tall guy. Okay, so I thank you very much. So we're almost there. We're almost getting ready to start the award ceremony. We have the awards also for B bowlers and A bowlers. In this event, if you are a B bowler, you have the chance to win both awards for B category, but also qualify to the finals. So, Marius, whenever you are ready, we can start.
Sunt gata. Bună seara. Bună seara. Am încheiat și a 10-a ediție a turneului internațional IBIBO. Vă mulțumesc foarte mult pentru participare. Aș dori să-mi cer scuze dacă s-au întâmplat anumite lucruri care nu v-au plăcut. Vă rog să ne aduceți la cunoștință ca anul viitor să putem să-l îndreptăm. Doresc să mulțumesc sponsorilor noștri, în special clubului IDM, Carlsberg, probably the best beer in the world, deoarece în fiecare an au fost alături de noi. Magazinului B&B, care anul acesta ne-a ajutat să oferim câte un ceas la fiecare participant. Nu stau bine.
Yeah, better close to the girls.
Da, într-adevăr aici e mult mai bine. Mai cald, e mai cald, e mai... Mulțumesc domnului Sibisidis și domnului Hartofilis pentru sprijinul acordat. Și să începem partea care ne încurcă să ajungem mai repede la petrecere, adică decernarea premiilor. Vom începe cu premiile speciale. Premii speciale pentru domnul Henrik Jensen, care an de an a fost alături de noi de la începutul turneului. Henrik, Mr. Jensen. Dânsul vine de fiecare dată când începe turneul, stă tot turneul, este un client statornic. A special prize. A special prize.
So we are starting the award ceremony with a very special prize. He's the lucky one.
Alt premiu special, cel mai în vârstă participant. De fapt, le câștigă cam ultimele ediții dânsul la tot timpul. Domnul Grill Alfred.
So
the oldest bowling player. Mulțumesc, domnul Grill.
So we have a special prize for our senior bowler.
Cel mai tânăr participant, nu cred că e prezent, dar o să-i dăm un premiu special, o să-l poată ridica de la noi când mai vine prin România. Gil Yuval, dacă îl țineți minte, puștiu care joacă cu două mâini.
I will not translate that, by the way. Don't expect me to translate.
The youngest player, Gil Yuval.
Okay, so the
Cele mai
prizes.
multe squaduri jucate. Cele mai multe squaduri jucate, jucători de bază aici la noi la club. Doamna Țibuleac Mirela.
Mulțumesc.
Now highest score.
Don't worry, you speak in Romanian, he will tell me and I will translate. Don't worry. Go. So we just had an award for the players who have bowled the most squads in the event. They get a nice shirt from the tournament for the 10th year anniversary.
Și ultimul premiu special, cel mai mare scor, aproape 300, 296. Octavian Crăciun.
So we are talking about the highest score, 296. We didn't have the 300 this year. So the high scores go to a Romanian bowler. Congratulations.
Vom începe cu B-section, jucătorii care au fost premiați la categoria B.
So we are starting the awards for B category.
Domnul Popescu Marian. Locul 8. Maculatura, domnul Popescu, maculatura. Locul 7. Cazangiu Ștefan.
So we had the 8th place and the 7th place for B bowlers. So now we have the 6th place for B bowlers.
Locul 6. Babiciu Octavian.
Mr. Octavian from Romania. Okay. So we will move on the 5th place for B category.
Domnul Vătău Florin. Locul 5. Locul 5, 55 de ani împliniți ieri și o zi. Felicitări!
So yesterday was his birthday. Today he got an award. At least a photo with 3 girls. That's enough. This way. There. Congratulations.
Locul 4 din Grecia, domnul Mitilinios Angelos.
So 4th place goes to Greece, Angelos Mitilinios from Kos. His first time in the tournament. Angele, ela.
Congratulations. Și acum trecem la podium. Locul 3, doamna Lăcătușu Daniela.
3rd place.
Felicitări!
Goes to Romania.
și după aceea să plecați pe podium ca să facem... Locul 2, domnișoara Nagy Florentina.
Second place goes to Florentina for B-bowlers. Congratulations.
Locul 1, Tufan Mihail.
So first place for the 10th edition for IBIBO, first place for B-bowlers, goes against the Romania. Place in the podium for you. Congratulations.
Trecem la categoria A, locul 40, N. Patricia.
So we start the award ceremony for the A bowlers. 40th place, N. Patricia. 39th place will go to Cyprus. Kyriakou Kostas, please come over for your diploma, the 39th place.
Kyriakou Kostas.
Kostas is another bowler who has been participating in our event for many, many years. I don't think that he ever missed any IBIBO, so thank you very much. The 38th place will go to Greece. 38th place for this year's IBIBO, Mr. Papapetropoulos Nikolaos. Okay, let's do it together. You stay here, he stays there. Perfect. Okay. So all these bowlers, besides the money prizes, they also get a very beautiful watch. The 36th place Marius will go to
Daniunas Aidas from Lithuania.
Lithuania. Come over.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Locul 35. Din România, domnul Ionescu Dan Mihai.
So the 35th place is a very special bowler. It's Mr. Mihai Ionescu, since he is the owner and the organizer of the tournament. There could be nothing be done without him. He's also a very hard-working person. Very much for everything you do for the event. And we move on to the 34th place, which is going to go to Greece. Mr. Roros Stamatios. Φωτογραφία εδώ με τα κορίτσια στο κέντρο.
Congratulations, Roros. Sorry. Locul 33. Din România, Nag Florentina.
33rd place. The 32nd place will go to Israel. Mizrahi Menahem. Many. Okay, many. Welcome on board.
Congratulations. Hope see you next year.
I hope I don't quit bowling.
Locul 31. Domnul Arcuș Sebastian.
31st place. Sebi, congratulations.
Locul 30. Domnul Piticariu Marius.
30th place.
Mulțumim, Marius, mulțumim.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
No kiss? No kiss? No foto?
Acolo la poză. Știu că ai prieten, dar tot.
Poate scap și eu pe bani.
He used to be better with girls.
Locul 29. Doamna Lăcătușu Daniela.
29th place. Daniela from Romania. And the 28th place will go to Thomas Rimkus. Twenty-seven.
Locul 24. Vicele Obadă Bogdan.
24th place. The 23rd place will go back to Cyprus. Nakis Perikleos.
Locul 22. Domnul Frank Selvag.
The 22nd place goes to Norway. Frank. Frank has been coming in our tournament for many years. Everybody knows Frank. He's a character. And he also designs very nice shirts, by the way. So,
Locul 20. Domnul Tufan Mihail.
20th place.
Mulțumesc foarte mult. Am voie să fac unul, da?
Da. 19th place, Nielsen Lars, Denmark. Congratulations. Thank you very much. If you also want to...
Mr. Lars, please.
If you want to have your money and your watch... Parasaki Stavros.
Stavros. Parasakis.
Τα κορίτσια σου.
Παιδιά, τρεις, Κασία φώτο. Να την κάνει φωτογραφίες.
17th place. Let's see who is more beautiful. Vangelis Krizinis.
Locul 16. Octavian Crăciun.
16th place, Romania. Also best game.
Locul 15. Domnul Arbanaș Alexandru.
Arbanas, last year in the top 4, this year 15th place. Bravo. So we have seen enough beautiful boys. Time for a change. 14th place from Russia, Ksenia Apanikina. Congratulations. Thirteenth place will go to Germany, Lange Sebastian. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sebastian.
th place, which will go to Greece. That's a small change in his award. Last year he was first. This year we put another one, so he's 11th. Giorgos Stefanidis.
Locul 9, domnul Popa Victor.
9th place, Victor Popa.
Domnul Victor joacă în echipa IDM-ului. Hai, îi subliniez pe cei de la noi din echipă.
So Victor and the next guy who's coming up, they are the local boys. They are the IDM club bowlers.
Locul 8, la fel ca anul trecut. David Orlanda.
David Orlanda, 8th place, and he has also been helping in the organization of the tournament. It's not easy to work in the tournament and bowl and compete in the tournament. So 8th place, congratulations, David. Thank you very much for all your help. The 7th place will go to a previous winner of this event. Will go to Greece, Stathatos Yannis.
Locul 6 din România, domnul Gheorghe Florin.
6th place, Romania, our local priest. Bravo. Συγχαρητήρια. Fifth place will go to last year second bowler, Nikos Boufesis from Greece. So I guess Nikos does not want to come. Thank you, Nikos.
Locul 4, Mr. 300, Gagenoiu Romeo.
So we move on to the top 4. Romeo. Congratulations. Third place, Walter Alexandru Santu from Italy.
Second play, Mrs. Boydner Laura from Germany. Congratulations.
Picture first. Și acum, dai tu cupa mare, lasă pe el să zică și aduc amândouă. You can also take your Laura, take first your awards.
And the winner for the 10th edition of IBIBO this year goes to France, Mr. Gaëtan Mouverou. Congratulations.
So maybe you next to the bowlers. You like it? După festivitatea de premiere va urma petrecerea, unde sper să vă simțiți foarte bine.
Vali, you okay? You okay? Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone. We're going to start the goodbye party. This is where we all have to thank all those people from the IDM club that they work all these days to host you and to present you this beautiful event. People that you don't know, people like Zan, Robert, Vali, all these people from IDM club that they are working really hard. Lupika from all the mechanics. They have done a very good job like every year. And we are ready, I think, for the goodbye party. Thank you very much once again. And we will see you all to the beautiful party next door. Enjoy food, drinks, and dancing.